Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. How are you on this fine, fine evening? Well, I hope that everything with you is copacetic. I really do. Well, for the Knowles, it's not. Clearly, there is something going on with Beyonce and her sister Solange. In a way, it's a travesty because the one thing that those girls did, they always shown how close they are. And now we see nothing but quiet. Now, in my opinion, when families get like this, especially when she got her Grammys, 32 Grammys, I believe, and honestly, guys, she didn't get Song of the Year. I'm confused with all. It's just a lot of hoopla for me. It was like a lot of drama. It was a lot of mafia. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm supposed to say hooah because it's supposed to represent black. I don't know where I stand in all of it. But nevertheless, let me get back to it. When she gave this supposedly be heartfelt speech, she said thank you to her father. So that meant they made up. But she didn't say anything about her sister. And this is what I come to the conclusion. I have come to the conclusion in life. There's always exception to the rules. When sisters or families start doing stuff like this, and it start making, especially when family is very private, and you start seeing something that's abnormal, it's usually over one or two things. What is it? It's either over money or things that has to do or pertain to money or love. Love, relationship. And I think that this is a big thing over her relationship with her husband, Jay-Z. That's what I think. I really do believe it because I done heard the mother done complained about it. I done heard the father complain about it. Now, I done heard both. And the only one I haven't heard is Solange. And if anybody clearly could reach Beyonce, it would be Solange. And could it be that Beyonce is so into this thing, that she's into this society, let me say, that she's so entrenched that she can't come out? However, what I'm starting to hear is the poor Beyonce. Why say poor Beyonce? They say, oh, Beyonce could be on drugs. She is. Anybody can understand. I'm sure she drank, get a little high. How can she not? She needs her devices, but her being an addicted, I find that hard to believe. But nothing surprises me about Hollywood. But let me get back to the point. The point is, whatever it is, her family can't save her. And whatever it is, her mother, her father, nor her sister can do anything. She's going to do it her way. And like I said, people say Beyonce, Jay-Z got her this, Jay-Z got her that. Until you all understand that they are married and they are one, he didn't get her on anything. He could have introduced her to a lot of things, but it was her choice to take anything. And wherever Beyonce living and whatever crisis she could be in, she chose. She's a 40-something-year-old woman, apparently older than what they say she is. Apparently Beyonce is not 42, but 45 or 46. Now, is that true? Who knows? Because Beyonce stopped talking when Jay-Z turned her into Sasha Fierce. So, in all of this, I just gotta go in and I just want to do a reading, just a little reading on this Knowles. What's going on with them? This is so unusual. And I'm in it because I know that this is the season, this is the time for things to be revealed. Anything that is hidden is being revealed in today's time. What you was hiding is coming out. The secrets are being revealed. If they don't come out today, they're coming out tomorrow. If they don't get you next year, they're getting you next month. Either way, all your dirty deeds are coming out to wash. All your secrets, the things you hid, are starting to come out. Things you did 20, 30 years ago, they coming out. This is the time. So let's find out. Let's see who is going to be, let's say, Solange. Oh, and this, Solange is the high priestess. So she's not the high priestess. Solange is the Hierophant. And what is the Hierophant? The Hierophant is the mediator between God and man, or woman and man. In other words, the Hierophant is like the priest. You go to the priest, you ask the priest, you tell the priest your problems, and the priest help you to find your answers, because the priest has the answers to your problem. So this is a wise man between God and man, would be what we call the Hierophant. Okay, that's who Solange would be. Now, should I take it from here or should I shuffle again for Beyonce? Let's shuffle again. I feel comfortable to shuffle again for Beyonce here. Let's see what we doing for Beyonce. Here. Okay, this fell out, so I'm going to do it. And Beyonce, what we have strength. So what do we have? We have an opposition. We have somebody that is trying to say, hey, this is the right way to go. This is what to do. This is how you do it. And you have someone that is very strong and says, no, I'm going to do it my way. You may not like it. You may not care, but it's going to be done my way. So you have the power. But I don't think the power is fighting. But this power is going to always go against a spiritual power, to prove that your way of thinking, your way of believing, your way of doing things are obsolete. They're old. I don't share in that belief anymore. So you see a battle of two belief systems. This is one belief system, and this is an opposition of it. You see it? Okay, so let's find out what's going on with these girls, these young women. What's going on, guys? Is this over Jay-Z? If so, let me know. You know what, this fell out when I was shuffling, and I said, if not, I said, if this was meant to be, come out. And it just fell out when I was shuffling, and here it is. And I said, could it be Jay-Z? It came out again. So what does that tell me? It tells me he's the mastermind, that he holds the power. And some of you might be going, oh, that's not a bad thing. You may say, yes, it is. Well, reverse it. What if you were in power? We see the beginning. We see cups. So there is some kind of transformation going on. There is something he wants to do. Maybe he wants to try to bring the family back to a loving place. We don't know. Let's go and see. He is the magician. And these cards, I want to know is, why did they break up? What's going on? I wanted to know, was Jay-Z? This came out. I got to keep it true to just represent Jay-Z. Then I get the Ace of Cups. That's new beginnings. And what is that? Romance, beginning, love. This is what the cups are. Emotions, love, right? And that's that love. So when you, and isn't cups spring? So what is good? And that we're hitting in spring? Things are coming alive. What could be so horrible about this? No. That's a good card. That's a very good card. Here we go. The Hierophant. So what is going on? So far, what I see a very strong person, very, very powerful, somebody that's very, very in control, but trying to do something, trying to bridge a gap, trying to make peace, trying to bring peace, but find themselves in an opposition of some sort. That's an opposition with what he is doing and what he believes. Tell you it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so. You see, I can't make it up. Y'all see, I cannot make this up. Now, I want y'all to see it the way I see it, okay? Okay? You see that? Now, you see that? Now, look at that. So, what I have, I see a very strong person. I see a very emotional love, a relationship that's teetering, that's going through trouble between these two girls. And what is it over? Him. What is it? It could be over his belief system. It could be over the way he runs things. It could be a whole lot of things. It could be that he gives her pills. It could be. I have no idea. That's not the point of my read, to figure out what he gives her, if he gives her. That's not the point. The point is that he is in power and all things are in his hands. He's accessible. He can get anything he wants. So it is. He's got one hand in the air and one hand on earth saying, I am Jehovah, Yoho. What do you call himself? Hova. He has power. And I also got this impression that he is someone to fear. You don't want to get on his bad side. And I'm also getting the impression he's not one for a whole lot of words with you either. And he can go argumentative. So he seems like he's a Sagittarius, I believe. So he can go toe to toe. But it just seems like when he's done, that just when he cuts you off, you cut off. And you best not cross him. I get that. Okay. So far, what I'm getting out of this reading right now, their situation, as I suspected, their situation between Solange and Beyonce, it's a family matter. And I guess Solange don't agree with what's going on or what they're doing or what's going on. It's some kind, remember, everything I say is allegedly, okay? So, but according to the cards, which I believe in the reading of my cards, so allegedly, it seems like Solange is more of a spiritual person, and I'm not saying that Beyonce is not, but whatever it is, they're in opposition of beliefs. You understand? And so they're at odds, and whatever it is, it puts Jay-Z as in control. However, it is the way that Beyonce wanted. She trusts him. If she didn't want it to be that way, it would not be that way. Also, with Beyonce up there taming the beast, either she's taming the beast or she's taming the beast inside of herself. Because I see an ace, a king of swords. So what does that mean? That means that to me, it's like she's trying, what I'm really getting, I'm thinking, this is what I'm getting. And I gotta say it. I'm getting that Beyonce is taming anger within herself, like a dual part of her nature, like one part of her is, I feel like she's eating more. I feel like she's eating more. I feel like she's stressed. I feel like she's more sensitive. She's going through something. And this side of her that side of her that's strong. She's fighting to hold on to it, to stay courageous, to stay focused, to stay. But she is feeling, because she's rejecting it, like something is coming up against her peace. Like she's trying to stay firm. I'm trying to stay strong. I got work to do. I'm not going to let nothing come in it. I'm going to tame that beast in me. But there is something that rises up in her. You know how you going to box in air. So that feeling in her, that anger, that resentment, whatever that is in her, and she's resisting it. She's trying not to deal with the hurt. She's not dealing with the pain of it. She's not dealing with the loss of her sister. This is bothering her. And not only is it bothering her, it's bothering her because she knows that the world's picking up on it. And she doesn't want her personal life to be out there. So much of her life is being revealed, or what people think they know about her. She doesn't want this to be a part. So I'm getting an impression, a strong impression, that Beyonce is not happy because of the situation with her sister. I'm getting, she misses her sister very much. Also, and I'm getting a very strong presence in her life. A very strong presence, a fatherly figure, somebody there that soothes her and help her get through it. That could be her father, but then it's on the end, it's Jay-Z. He's everywhere in her life. Is Jay-Z everywhere? The cards are telling me to shuffle. So I'm going to sit this over the side and I'm just going to shuffle. One fell out. I'm just going to do a little shuffling. And I want to put them all out. Oops. Okay. I think this is good. I think this is good. So this is the one that I picked to put out. This is that. And then my mind was like saying, I don't think you should put death out. I didn't know it was death, of course, but I knew that this was just, no, just don't. So I just put it there. And so I said, I'm just going to shuffle and I'm going to pick a card. And so here this came out, which is the Four of Pentacles. So what we had the Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, we have someone that's guarding their heart. Like I said, she's guarding it. She's guarding her heart. She's guarding her mind. She's focusing. She's got a show to do. I can't allow this to get involved. I can't allow my emotions because she's feeling sad. This is sad. And if you notice, well, I don't know if anybody could pick up on it. I picked up on it was something very different about her. Now, as I'm reading the cards, and now that I understand that there's something going on with her sister, she is sad about this, guys. She is very sad about this. Yes, but she has to show, she cannot, and this is the one thing that her husband is like saying, you know, we have to focus on the show. You have to get your mind right. You got this to do, that to do. We got this place to go, that place to go. He's there. He's coaching her. It's like, let that go. That just got to die right now. You can't deal with that. Guard your heart. Guard your mind. Pray for your heart. We got you strong. We got you. We got you. We're going to lift you up. You're not alone. You're okay. You're not alone. We got you. We got you. We got you. We, whoever we is, we, my group, my people, what we're into. Your family may be against you. You may feel alone, but you're not. We got you. You're secure. You're strong. We got you. You're not alone. You don't have to feel that way. We understand, but it just feels like it's like we got you. And yeah, they may be against us, but we know what we're doing. We trust us. Look at me. It's just like your mate saying, look at me. Look at me. I got you. And this is what this is. I got you. Where we go together. We build home together. I got you. And a lot of people don't believe that he loves her. But I picked this card the very last time to say, how do Beyonce feel about Jay-Z? And a hope card came up. It came up again. Meaning what? Meaning whatever it is that is bothering Beyonce, be it her sister, she's going to have to make peace with it. If you choose to be with your husband and you believe in him, then unfortunately you and your sister has to part ways until she can respect your choice. Because when two people are married, accordingly to what I understand, the Bible says, or what they say it says, or whatever pertaining to marriage books say, that what is joined together, let no man put it under. In other words, let no person come up against it. Once a man and a woman marry, he leaves his husband, he leaves his family, she leaves her family, they become one. And with that being said, she ought to be feeling trustworthy about her marriage. She ought to be looking to him for everything. Why? Because she married him. And when the family begins to see, okay, she's going down a dangerous road, we don't like it. The only thing that love says, see, it's about love. Step off, back off, be there to pick up the pieces. But other than that, you're going to have to let her do her thing. And you know what? Unfortunately or fortunately, when you love somebody, you'll let them, you believe in them. You see what you want to see because you love them. And a lot of people don't want to believe that she loves him. She loves him and he loves her. I don't understand why people can't see it. But you might say he abused her. What do you call abuse? What if she was, let's say hypothetically, let's say for an example, what if she really was like taking pills? Okay. Let's say she really did. Let's say she liked taking Xanax. Give her something, volumes. Let's say she liked taking volumes. And she's been taking volumes for the last 10 years. Let's say that. Now, let's say he want her not to take them. What can he do? She gets depressed, she's sick, she's miserable. What would you do? You want to keep it a secret? You don't want people to know? So I'm thinking a lot of this is Beyonce's choice. Beyonce is not ignorant when it comes down to the choices she makes in her life. And another thing that I'm just hearing this inside of me ringing as if she wants you all to know. If y'all see me with a thug guy, that's because I was a thug girl. I was attracted to that long before I knew who he was. She's saying I was attracted to Jay-Z before Jay-Z knew who I was. So it's like y'all like to put y'all queens up on pedestals and make them out to be goddesses when they're human. No different than you or me. They just have a lucky streak, born that way. And I think that if it was up to her, I think Beyonce would talk more. She'll be out there, raggedy out there. But I think that he keeps her back because he knows what kind of person she is. However, whatever's going on, when you start seeing commotions and the family is mothers talking a little bit and the father, and now you hear, that's because they're out of control. That's because they have no control. How long has this man been ruling? 15 years. How long they been married? And now she denounced her father because of what he did. They're in this.
Yes, 15 years.
15 years. Wow. What do we expect? So you think after 15 years she just going to walk away? They have built a dynasty together. And they love each other. And no matter how crazy or wicked it is, that's their love. And as far as the family go, I can see that this is a family matter. And from what I'm gathering, from what I gather from the belief, it's a religious thing and they're in opposition of her belief. This is what I'm getting. However, this is a belief that she believes in. She believes in it. She believes in her life. She believes in him. She believes in what they do. She believes in all of this. And so for what she believes, it cuts across because that means you're not going to override what my husband said. And if I have to choose, I'm going to choose my husband. And this is what this is. I hope that you understood. That was my reading. I wanted to really, really go in and I wanted to find out. I really did this reading because I wanted to know what could possibly be the problem. As you can see, the cards repeated themselves from the very beginning all the way down to the end. And I'm telling you that this is a spiritual thing. This is something that's going on. And it's not just with Solange, but this is a family matter. This thing, whatever it is, and whatever Jay-Z is doing, it is nothing that nobody can say. She's going to do because she believes in him. And if you ask me, for better, for worse, isn't that what it says? For richer or for poor, for sickness and in health, we're in it. And this is what we're seeing. So I wish them nothing but the best. All I can say to them, if this is what y'all two sunny birds say, then prove every man a liar. And make it work. And sooner or later, your family, they will have to come back. They have to acknowledge your way was right and their way was wrong. And they'll have to acknowledge that. But I do believe that he's really trying to bridge the gap. He doesn't take any joy in this at all, according to the cards. And also, in spite of he's a hard man, the cards lets me know he's a hard man. He's a hard man, but when to who he loved, he's a sensitive heart. So with that being said, I hope that we can all understand that these sisters are going through, but Beyonce chose her husband. And you can't argue about that. And their argument is a family argument, and a lot of it has to do in the way that they do things and the things that they do. And I'm sure it has to deal with the children. It's a family matter. It's bigger than, because they're all involved in it. And she is declining all of them. Even her mother is in this. So with that being said, no hatred. I don't want to make it out of be a hatred. Sometimes when you're talking to somebody, they don't want to hear what you have to say. They want to do it their way. And if it means they got to cut you off because they don't want to hear it, they'll cut you off. It is what it is. It's not personal. But they're going to do what they want to do and they don't want to hear what you have to say. And this is this matter. And how will it fix itself? We'll all have to wait and see in time. Isn't that what they say? Time heals all things. Well, let's wait and see. At least we know what's going on. It's her marriage. That's what's going on. So, and sometimes everybody is in your marriage. And sometimes it's a man that just gets sick and tired and kick everybody out. And people get mad sometimes. So anyway, that's my reading. Judge for what you want. This is my observation. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. It certainly gave me a better insight. What about to you, baby Crone?
Yes, it did. I learned something new.
What did you learn, baby Crone?
I learned that even though it may seem like rumors, there is some truth to the rumors that
Yes.
the relationship between Beyonce and Solange is
Over.
on the rocks
Because of her marriage, her husband. And clearly they're in opposition. And because the Hierophant is a spiritual person, this lets me know it came out again in the Strength card. So this lets me know this is a spiritual thing. This is a family matter. This still waters run deep. And they are opposition. And also the breakup of them not talking has truly affected Beyonce. But Jay-Z is there to keep her focused. And she looks to him. He is her strength as she goes through this. and this opposition that she's going through right now, and with all of the sticks and stones that's coming out against her, and all of the things and people boycotting her show, and it's time for the Christians to choose. Are you going to choose Beyonce, or are you going to choose Christ? It's just coming down to these things, and she's in the middle of all this, and she's going through it in her own home. So she's going through a rough time, and if you look back at the Grammys, you could see the weight of heaviness that was in her. So with that being said, I truly, truly hope you don't have any questions, do you?
No, I do not.
I
have any
really,
questions.
really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it answered a lot of questions. Their marriages in problems, in pearls, because of their belief, because of his belief, and because of the way he rules. And they don't have no power. She looks to him. So
Well, I guess my question is, will Beyonce and Solange be able to mend their problems?
well, the cards say hope at the end, yes, but will they? Yes, they will, but not right now, because what came out is the 8 and the 9. So one is being stubborn, and one is like, I would rather suffer alone, and the other one is like, I ain't talking. So it's like one is being stubborn, and the other one like, I ain't talking, I ain't calling. You know, it's they going through their little stubborn thing right now. But is Solange feeling some kind of way about this? I'm going to pick this, and then I'm going to pick from the middle. I like here, I think here. So here, yes, here's justice. Okay, so Solange feels like here it is with the Hierophant. So she feels as though whatever Beyonce did, it wasn't fair. She feels as though it was injustice. Whatever she did, whatever she chose, whatever, it was an unfair thing. She doesn't feel as though Beyonce is being fair, and she doesn't feel as though she's being reasonable, and she doesn't feel as though she's listening, and she feels as though she's doing it her way and thinking about it in her way. On the other hand, I picked this too. And it's like you letting all of this fame, this glamour, this money, you letting all of these awards just go to your head, and you're getting lost in all of this. Her sister, who will tell you better? And like I said, and that is Solange and Beyonce feel as though this is just, here it is again, sleepless nights. This is stressing me out. I love my sister, you know. And how is her husband feeling about it? Her husband is like, hang in there. It's going to get better. We're going to fix it. It's just hanging there. It's just going to get better. And right now, this is the gray horse. So right now, the gray horse is what?
The gray horse is physical.
That's right. The gray horse is a physical horse. So this is showing that this is physically wearing on her. Remember what I said? Physically, it's wearing on her. It's taking its toll on her. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like being in arts like this. You know, they have problems, and she wants to resolve it, but she's got to focus on the show that's coming up. So again, is there anything? Did you like this reading?
Yes,
I really like it, because I really feel like I get where they're going now. I came in this reading with trepidation. I didn't really believe that it would be him, but this card fell out earlier, and I said, well, it'll come out again, and it came out. So, and then with the other two cards, no. And with the ace, what do you mean? New beginnings, meaning ace, emotional, a lot of water, a lot of feelings, a lot of stuff is going on, a lot of family, the way they do things. You know how family is. You know how they talk. Come on. They're family. They're a black family. Come on. You think about it. You know how they talk and what go on at a typical black family? They were a black family before they were Beyonce. With the D over the E, or between the E. So you got to understand that this is what this is. And so they got issues, and it hurts, and they're hurting. They're all hurting, because they never probably thought that it would ever get to this place. But when you get bigger and bigger, And you saw in these places, sometimes you gotta even cut family off, right? Unfortunately, but let's wait. Right now, like I said, I just see Beyonce going through something. She's very saddened about it, whatever it is. It's not just her sister, it's a family thing. I feel strongly about that. So with that being said, and he is there to say that's okay. Help is on the way. It's going to be resolved. Focus. He's there as her knight in shining armor to encourage her. And that's a beautiful thing. So she's not alone in this. And that's all I can say right now about it. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I learned a lot. It gave me a different perspective. I could see clearly. I walked in this thing blind. But now, all I can say is prayers going up for these two sisters and for their family, because they're in a bit of a turmoil right now as the Carters go through their transition and make their thing known to the world, whatever it is, whatever they're doing, their family is not in agreement with it. So with that being said, I thank you for joining my reading on Beyonce and her sister. I wanted to know, what was the problem? What was it? You hear that it's Jay-Z. You hear, but I don't know. So the cards has confirmed for me that yes, it is, yes. Jay-Z, she looks to Jay-Z for everything. And what is so wrong with that? Tell me. We don't know Jay-Z, right? So that's her husband, that's who she married, and that's who she trusts. And we have to respect that. And so with that being said, again, I thank you for joining me, my little crones, my little munchkins, and my little chickens. Ciao. Have a wonderful evening.